G'day mate and welcome back to Captain History with me, Jetty. In our last episode, we managed to get production finally stable. We now can produce construction parts non-stop, forever, and also we can start making vehicle parts Mark II at full speed, which now means it's going to be the day of the big diggy boy and also the big trucky boy, because we're going to have a lot of those that we need to print out. But today, I want to get into the next tier of research. I want to get the next tier of labs up and running. And I also need to thank a couple of YouTube members. Of course, I need to thank the wonderful Space Monkey for being a wonderful YouTube member, enjoying early access to the videos. Also, I need to thank James Hogg for being a bit of a hog when it comes to the ore sorter. And finally, I need to thank longtime supporter Ulrich Cole for, again, being a long-time supporter and also a YouTube member, getting all that early access to the videos and hopefully enjoying them and being able to binge watch them in his free time. So today we need to get those new labs up and running, but before I do that, there's a couple of things I want to do. First off, I want to send Mr. Shippy off. He's already been told to leave to go to the settlement, but he doesn't have any crew, so we're going to load him up with some crew and send him off. Hello, go up, there you go. All right, with that done, he's now off and he's going to go say hi to well, one of the, I don't remember which one. This settlement, that settlement. He's going to go here. He's going to drop off some items. That means we can get a reputation increase, which means I can have a second place I can buy people from. Also, I need to get to, well, the chicken trade eventually. So he's probably going to have to do another trip. On top of that, I need to set up some advanced logistics. So I want to build a bucket. I need a unit storage. I want to have 2 of them. And this is going to be for wood. So I have wood here and I have wood down here. We're going to put this intentionally over here, and the idea is it's going to cut back on the trips for the guys that are dealing with chopping down the trees. So I want to store wood here and I want to store wood here. The difference is I want this one to export the wood to this location and only to this location, and I want to set you to be empty. Cool. This guy, we're going to make sure that you can only accept from that box, which is the exact point. But I now have a new problem, and that is wherever our wood guys are. You are here, and you have a number of trucks that are wandering around. 3 of them. Cool. You're going to bring wood to here because, well, this place needs wood. I don't want you driving all the way down there. I want you to be driving nice and local. So I want to have this place export wood to here, and then you are said to accept assigned only. So that's going to be the plan. What? Export from there to there. Oh, trucks can export. That's probably important. Cool. With that done, well, the only way we can get wood is from that box, which means that'll slowly empty our storage, and it means these guys can be much more effective at chopping down trees. Also means that, where are you? You have 3 trucks. You now only get 2 trucks. 1 to sit here and park. The other one to run over that box right there. So blue shit has 1 less truck, and also our wonderful Doomtone is still going to spell doom for the trees, but he also gets 1 less truck. Okay, that should help. Next thing I want to do is 120 parts. I'm going to click the button because I need to click the button no matter what, and Mr. Shippy now has guns. Can you go and say hi to the friends? Yeah, I'm interested to see how this goes. All right, so with those 2 things done, we need to set up the new labs. And nope, I want to see the combat first. He's going to take a minute. All right, I need to set up new labs, which means I need to do a few things. I need to have this area ready to go. Don't have maintenance 1? Really? What? Oh, hang on. Combat. Police ready in combat. Yes. Battle in progress. Yes. Taking damage, but he's taking more damage. He's taking a lot more damage. He was destroyed. Cool. And the scout ship also destroyed. I'm glad I'm not paying for ammo because we fired a lot of shots. But we found some loot. Cool. Can I come home? Because we're probably going to need a quick repair. And then we get to see what the problem is. We don't have enough of mechanical parts. Okay, cool. Can I just turn that belt off? The reason we don't have enough mechanical parts is steel is half going in here and half going down there. Can I pause this box temporarily? And it looks like before we fix the other problem, we're going to fix this problem. Right, I want to bring steel from here to here. Cool. Can I get that little bit of belt built? Can I flip that? And can I destroy that? Cool. That'll do us for about 5 seconds. I want to pause, not upgrade, but pause. Cool. That means all the steel's going that way. This means this one's going to run out sooner or later. We'll cover that in just a minute because I want to have my maintenance resume and go at full speed. It now means that I'm putting out 24, 12, 24, 48, and it's all coming down to these guys, so they should be perfectly fine. All right, Mr. Shippy is not back yet. No, he's almost here. I want to see how much damage he took. We can get rid of that, and come on, Mr. Shippy. There you are. Oh, okay. We're going to turn on auto repair and then find out what it costs us. 134 iron and 11 mechanical parts. Okay, so iron's going to continue being a problem, which is a bit of a problem because I burnt through my reserves by turning you on. All right, we'll come back to that. I want to get the labs done. So, labs. I need to upgrade to the next tier of labs, which means I need to remove all these ghost retaining walls, and I need to delete that belt. Okay, with those two things done, I'm going to cheat, and I'm going to load up my blueprint, and the idea is that we just place this right over the top. This is the advantage of wonderful blueprints, and if you're interested, this is a modified version of my original one. The original one, it still mostly works. It's definitely got a couple of ratio problems, but it definitely still works. And, well, this one is the one available to Patreon members because it takes a little while to update all the blueprints, and this one will run a whole lot faster, which is what I really want. Can I plug that into there? Cool. Can I build that? All right. To get these guys upgraded, they need to have the special lab equipment Mark II. So I want to build one of these machines, so we're going to unpause you. I also need to get you paper. Paper comes from a chemical plant that takes in some wood chips, some limestone, and some steam. Actually, could I not build you first? Excellent. All right. So that means I didn't have wood chips, which means I didn't have this box. Now, this box, because I have advanced logistics, I want to copy the settings from there and paste them there. Cool. I would now want to build you, and I need to get the very next item, being the shredder, which is going to give me my wood chips. All right, that'll get my wood chips in here. On top of that, I need some limestone. That comes in from, again, advanced logistics. Where are we? That limestone box goes to that limestone box. Yes, that way it's set to import, and at the same time, make sure the trucks will deliver from the mine if they can. All right. We're going to have all that. You need to have a little bit of steam. To get that little bit of steam, we're going to take some of my wood chips, burn them, burn them, yep, and make a little bit of steam. On top of that, I need to have some glass, which is this box right here. And I need to have a touch of water. We have nice and local right here. Cool. That should be all I need. All right, so with that done, I need to have my chem plant built. So can I get a chem plant? Can I get the belt out? Can I get the splitter? The lift. All right, and can I also get this? And can I just get all the belts between there and there done? All right, once that's done. Oh, that belt didn't get built. Okay, because I deleted too much. Fine. All right, water resource getting low. Yes. Dennis has no fuel. Well, Dennis, you're a bigger truck that has a bigger tank, and I haven't set up bigger fuel trucks. Can I get one of these guys? Can I also get this belt? All right, we're delivering fuel here. I'm happy for the trucks to come fill up here as well. All right, so with all that done and hopefully built, you should get all your resources. Yes. And can I spend a little bit of uni doing these? Yeah. Okay, so you should make me paper. I didn't have paper and glass for this one, so I need to unpause you. But I'm going to pause the belt. I'm going to pause the belt for right now because the labs have finished chewing through everything. I'm also going to pause these two labs so they don't cost me uni anymore. And you know what? I'm even going to pause that one. Pause. Okay, unpause and unpause. Chew up what science is left. All right, with that done, you should hopefully get upgraded. Also means I want to come in here and I want to track glass. So we're going to pin glass on the list, and that rearranges to give us 2 stacks. Glass can stay, sure, glass can stay at the bottom for right now. All right, I need to have 20 construction parts, which should be along fairly soon. All right, so I'm out of steel. All right, so with that done, I need to, I'm going to, Vivian is struggling to get to a destination. Yes, because you got yourself stuck. Well done, Vivian. Go back and recover. Oh, recovery and vehicles. All right, I want to go in here. I want to upgrade. I want to go from coal mine. So the coal mine's down here. I've given up 1 truck. I've made a couple of trucks, so we're going to give you 4 to start with. Then I'm going to get rid of 6, 4. I'm going to get rid of a majority of them. No, I can have 2 more. Yep. Can I change? I want to change small excavators to big excavators. I want to do 3 of them first. So can we start that? Then can I do all the little trucks to... Actually, I also need to do copper. How many... General, how many big trucks do I have? I have 2. Okay. And as you can see, we're already flat out. Okay, so we're going to go back to this. No, we're going to go back to that. We're going to go back to upgrades. We're going to do all the little trucks. Yep. And then all the excavators. Yeah. So that should be all 6 of them. Oh, I only did 3 trucks. Okay. Cancel. Cancel. All right. Can I do little trucks to big trucks without a limit? All of them. And then can I do little excavators to big excavators? All of them. All right. After that's done, I want to go little trucks to big trucks with no filter. And can I do... no, unassigned. Unassigned. That's the one. Can I do 5 of those? Yep. I just need a couple of them so I can assign them to copper mine. And then we can start upgrading copper. You have no compatible all sorter. Great. Can I turn this off? And you're not assigned to mine. You're not assigned to mine. You are assigned to mine. Can I pause you? Can I... Okay, that didn't work. Let's see, there are signs that they're going there first, and they're beating out the other guy. I supply waste. Okay, well, we're going to unpause you 2 and see if that works. Can I flip that belt? And can I get rid of that? And the truck came along and picked up the trash anyway. Well, can I get you upgraded? Excellent. All right, we'll see if that works. Okay, so can I turn you back on? 2 of you. Okay, it's 2 of you in here somewhere. All right, can I find you? You already paused. Okay, can I turn off that? You're not assigned. Excellent. You are assigned. Pause. And you're not assigned either. Okay. So that should be that problem solved. If I do that again, it should now be perfectly fine. We can unpause you and unpause you. Great. High supply of waste. Over 25%. Yeah, okay. You're still technically over 25%. But it is counting down. That's what matters. All right. So those are done. All right. You have started making those. Can I set export is allowed? Because I need to get... Well, actually, that was already done. Can I now do this one? Cool. You need to spend. All right. Done. You're both upgraded. Can I now enable that? And you need to have 12 of these. You make 24 of these, which means I can get this one built as well. So you're going to be the second thing I need to get built. You and you can't take this type of research, so you guys are going to get turned off. I also need to get all those belts in there done. Why is there a piece of scaffolding that's still bleeding? Whatever. All right, so we're going to get both of you 2 done. Now, I can get you done as well. Well, I can get a second one of these up and running, so I can run 4 of these. But I don't know whether I can afford the Unity right now. All right, so next thing I need to look at is labs are done. I want to streamline some belts. So I need to get steel over here, which we'll do in just a second. I also need to, or I want to, clean this belt up. So can I rip this all the way back to here? Can I rip out the steel belts to, well, actually rip out the whole thing and the box. All right, can I get some uni spin? All right, I'm going to bring our electronics over here, height number 5, all the way through to here. And then you need to go into these guys. So can I just stop here? Can I bring this out? I want to go... I'd love to go straight to height 5, but I can go to height... No. Height 3, yep. Height 4, height 5. Cool. I want to do that. Obviously, I need it all facing the right direction, and we're going to get that built. So that'll take my electronics into parts number 2. Okay, that's going to be important. Next one I need is actually iron. I need to take the iron from here and the iron from here. I need to bring this height 3, height 4. I could probably do height 4. I'd love to get to that tile actually, but that's as close as I'm gonna get. And then to here, and not quite, but close. There, and then down. Nope. Okay. Alright, can I just park you here, and then we'll run this in reverse. Okay, from here, F, because I don't care about blocking the plot. This way. And up to height 4, which is right there. Okay, I was spot on. Alright, can I do you and you? Alright, so there go my iron from these guys, out and into this, because we're using 18 iron plus 18 iron, and you actually have an import on you, so the trucks were bringing the iron out of these guys into here, because we're only making 24 iron and we're using 36. The good news is that should now be fixed, and well, that's one less delivery. Alright, on top of that, I need to get steel into these guys. So the good news is, I believe this is a straight shot. Close. Very close. Okay, can I run this to here? And then can I bring this down? Before I bring it down, I'll leave you at height 4. I'm going to cut off some of this. I'm going to bring this out and then up and plug them together. I'm going to flip the whole thing and that'll get my steel there. But I also need to get steel into this guy down here. So we'll worry about that one in a second. Okay, can I do this? Can I do this? All right. If I get steel over here, that'll make sure that I can keep making the construction parts 3, because I desperately need a whole bunch of them. Mainly if they're like this guy to start with. And you consume 12, but the belt was not backed up to start with. So give it a minute, it'll get there. Especially if I get the second machine up and running. All right. The other thing I need to do is I need to actually now I produce a lot of steel. Turn you on. All right, and research. Yeah, can I just finished research, so can I find edicts cancel? And then we're gonna go up to here. So research wise, first thing I want is I want power generation 2. This will let me use low power, low pressure steam to get a little bit more mechanical energy. That sounds really, really important to me. Next one I want to get is actually housing Mark 3. I know, I haven't even built housing Mark 2. This is how quickly we're jumping through the game. Next one after that is the hydrogen reformer. The reason I want the hydrogen reformer is that lets me turn my light oil into naphtha and fuel gas. I can also turn naphtha into rubber rather than using my precious diesel. And I can, nope, it's not in here. It's all the way back here, one we went back for, which is turning fuel gas with some oxygen into diesel as well. So it gets me more diesel from my crude oil. That's very important. Then I can also get a few more researches, so I can turn naphtha with some hydrogen into diesel and some fuel gas. I can also take naphtha, add some steam to get fuel gas and hydrogen. So then I can turn my heavy oil with some of that hydrogen into diesel and fuel gas. Very important. After that is the hydrogen reformer, which will let me convert any fuel gas I have left over. I could use a bit of oxygen to make it a diesel, or I could turn to hydrogen to then run this process. So I sort of want that too. After that, I want to have wastewater treatment, because at the moment we're still pumping poop into the sea, and I have, well, air pollution is at -9, landfills -3 from dumping the trash, water's at -3.8, but it's going to keep going up as I, produce more trash for more people. Same with the air pollution, a little of that's going to come from the trash we're burning, but most of it's coming from the trucks, and there's not a lot I can do about that right now. All right, also all the smelting. Next thing I need to do is I want to go to the trash burner as well, so I can burn the trash properly. This turns it into exhaust and steam rather than just, well, air pollution. So this is a better option. And I also want to grab the greenhouse so I get better farms. After that, I want to get exhaust filtration. So actually take our exhaust and clean it and get a little bit of extra sulfur. And then finally, I want to have thermal desalination. Where's thermal desalination? We're going to pick that up as part of the process. Okay, thermal desalination was the last one I want. Turns out we're going to pick that up way easier because I need that for wastewater. So that is the research queue. Of course, I'm only running one lab, which is making 12 per, which is not a lot. But now I have 2 of them running. So now I'm going to be making 24, which is a little bit better. All right, so with that and that done, next thing I need to jump into is electronics. And I need to unpause that belt, because you should be running perfectly fine now. All right, electronics. I need to have electronics over here, and I already have electronics over there. So what we're going to do is, actually we're going to start with lift. No, we're going to start with you. Can I grab this belt? Can I have it come through to here at height number 4, please? Yes. Yes, please. And then you turn right one tile. And then after you get there, can I have transports? Can I have a flat lift? And you're going to go there, and you're going to connect in there. And then we're going to add tiniest little belt in there. Cool. With that done, you now can get electronics order magically, which means I can run this guy without having to have trucks deliver things all the time. Do still need to have trucks deliver to this, and I need trucks delivering to that. Speaking of both of these, you are going to use 4 glass, you're going to use 4 glass, you're using 2 glass, and you're using 2 glass. It's a total of 12 glass. And if I want to expand to the other 2, I need to have more glass because you are only making 12 glass. Sure, the output's full currently, but as I keep expanding, it won't be full. So we're going to spend uni, and that's it for right now. Power. What do you give? Power? Power? Power's fine-ish. No, anything over 10 megawatts is not fine. Cool. All right, so I need more power. I don't really want to deal with more power. I was hoping to get the next tier of research up and running. Okay, continue off auto balance. That'll probably keep us a little bit fuller. And I'm trying to cut back on the amount of coal I'm burning. Also, can I drop one of you guys off that? Yeah, I hopefully don't need that. All right, so research. We have done lab. We've done chem plants. We haven't done any of these. We're not going to do any of them anytime soon. That still says a high supply of waste, but it's still counting down. Can I remove that? And I just need you to be under 100. Yes, once you're under 100, you'll be perfectly fine. All right, Mr. Shippy. I need you to load up 120 of those. We have 120 of those, so it shouldn't be a problem. And then we can go do that trade. And let's go hurt this a little bit. Oh, that should be fine. All right. Now I have iron mostly sorted. I want to have construction parts go a whole lot faster. All 3 tiers. This is not even running it currently because, well, this was never full. Technically it's full now, so I guess I can build you. And that means I can unpause you, and then we can make construction parts 3 even faster. But, have a low supply steel. It's getting shipped down here. Yeah. And you're using how much? You're using 12 plus 4 and 4. So you're using 20. You're using, so 2 of these run off 2 of these. You are using basically the other 2. That means there's none left over to make iron, which brings me back to my first problem of I need more iron. And we are limited by the amount of iron we can get out of this per second. Right, can I upgrade that belt? And can I upgrade that belt? Technically, this one bucket is feeding, well, 3 of you. Yeah. So if the belts can run faster, you can only run faster to there. Can I remove that part? And then we're going to upgrade this belt as well. Yeah, the trucks are going nuts because there's a lot of things to do and a lot of things to be moved around. Then in theory, we can get through the iron faster. Therefore, in theory, I can output things faster. And can I change you to rock? Right? No, the other way around. Can I change you to be rock? Cool. And that would help. All right. Yeah, I meant to change it ages ago. Okay, so that was D. Right? Right. And left. Okay. All right, so hopefully we can keep up with the iron, but it does mean I need to put another steel smelter in. So can we copy all of this? There to there, technically. And I need you to go there. Cool. Definitely going to have a problem or 2 with this particular build, but... Oh, bugger. In the wrong way. I need to move you over to... That's because we have buildings in the way. Alright. But it should work. Okay. Can I get iron to continue, or coal to continue into there? Bring it iron to continue into there. You did move 200 to here, so we can do 2 afterwards, which is this one and this one. Sand is in the way, which was a known problem a long time ago. And, yeah, I can't fix that without moving you, which I'm not happy with. And before I copy and paste the mistake again, can I move you over so you're centered, and then plug that into there. All right, I need more steel. For the moment, and because it's an easy fix, you just go run around the front. Thank you. Just the way it's meant to be built, it uses less belts, which is overall better. All right, so I need to have another one of these go up and running. We have 33 workers. Hopefully that's enough to power this up. And get that done, that done, that done, that done, all of that, and that. Cool. And you're going to need your smokestack. All right, that should be you at least scheduled to be built, and I'll leave the trucks to get that done. Coal mine tower has no place to dump products because why? What product do you have that you can't dump? Oh, you're not processing fast enough. No. You're not processing fast enough. You have too much rock. Okay. Well, it's a direct connection, so there's nothing I can do about that. We're just digging through too much rock, are we? Yes, we are digging through too much rock. Because you guys are big diggy boys and you chose to get rock first. Yep, of course you did. Because it loses all your filters. So can I set one of you guys to go do coal? And can I set you to go do dirt? And can I set you to keep doing rock? And then I'll have to remember to come back to the other three and change them over to be coal in the future. All right, but it looks like our coal problem is mainly solved with these guys running. Sure, we're gonna have a giant rock problem for a while, but you know, it should be solved. All right. Also, I should grab one of these and I should put it up here for our trucks and our tree choppers. Can I put you there, please? And oh, I also should set an alarm. Can I go to this guy? Can I copy that? And I want to put that here. All right. You is add more wood storage. No, I don't want to add more wood storage. I want wood outpost. Okay. And can I change you? What are this set to? This is set to full, right? Greater than 75%. Yep, greater than 75% will do. Notify me if greater than 75%. Done. All right. So that's going to keep coming up because you are full. Wow. Okay. Can I upgrade that belt and that belt? Because technically you sort at a rate of 240 and the belt's only exporting at 120. So if I upgrade that belt, you can now export at 260. But my issue is still the rock. That's a direct connection. I'm sort of surprised it's outputting so slow. I did 92 last month. I guess it's just we've hit the max cap. So you're doing, yeah, we've hit the max cap. You're running full speed, and I still have too much to sort. But that's okay. It should calm down in the future. All right. So other things I need to do is that's done. Move the iron. I want to get more construction parts. To get more construction parts, I need to have more wood, which is definitely not working currently. This full? Okay, it's not happening because nobody can be bothered. Can I change you up a priority at least? And this is why I need to have a couple of bigger trucks to cover things. So this is doing the coal mine and then the coal mine. No, this is going to do normal vehicles. Replace one in progress. Yeah. Okay, so this is one in progress. It doesn't say that there's actually two in progress. You know, there's another one to go after that. All right, that should be fine. And if coal proves to be a problem, I will add a second one. All right, so to get more construction parts, we need to have more wood, which should solve itself. We need to have more iron, which should also solve itself after this guy's up and running and output is full. That's a good sign. Waiting for products. That's not a good sign. We don't have... don't have one of them. Cool. Wood storage has too much wood. Cool. Can I add another one? And this is just not getting transported fast enough. Yep. And again, it's just down to a truck problem. All the higher priority jobs are taking precedent, and the lower priority jobs, like 876, are just not getting done. All right. Back to this. Okay. You're now going to output steel. Great. That means this steel back up. Even better. That means this steel will back up. Even better. Actually, I should probably put in a balancer just to confirm that it's going to run the way I want. I don't want this one running and this one not running. I need to have it happen in a set order. Can I put you there? Can I have you with the input priority and done? All right. Oh, crap. I need that over top. Ooh, that's very high in the air. Okay. Thank you. All right. T, I have a flat balancer. Put that there. Belt there. Can I do both of those? And you're going to be the input priority. Excellent. All right. And with that done, that should let this back up. If this backs up, it makes iron. If it makes iron, it comes over here. And then we can make construction parts. There is the option to use the steel recipe. The steel recipe actually costs more iron than the iron recipe, iron ore that is, but it uses less wood. As you might guess, I don't really have a wood problem. The pills that arrived in my emails, they did wonders. They fixed everything. So I don't really want to use that recipe. So I need to make more iron. I also need to make more concrete slabs. More concrete slabs, we've had the ability to do it for a while, and that is to upgrade these guys. When I upgrade these guys, the new recipe, is, well, basically twice as much. So we're going to consume twice as much cement, twice as much manufactured sand, twice as much gravel, also twice as much water. So I want to upgrade 2 of these next here. I then want to disconnect this belt, goodbye, and I need to turn on one of these. So can I get you turned on? And then you output 3 cement, and you consume 3 cement. You also do 3 for 3, so that becomes a straight 1-to-1. This is also 24 in a belt, which also means this, and this need to get upgraded because, well, you do another 12, which is technically 60. You do another 12, which is well over 60. Also means that I need to get these 2 guys up and running because, well, I'm going to need more of the manufactured sand and more of the gravel or the crushed slag. But that now means I can support more construction parts 1. So I do need to upgrade the slabs, I do need to upgrade the iron and the wood input, and I need to do just that one, please. Okay, so I need to upgrade all those belts. Once they're upgraded, it does mean I can run this guy as well, which technically means I'm doing 60, which means I'm actually making parts 1 faster than I'm making parts 2, which is great. I also need more workers. Of course I do. You are back. You've been repaired. Can you go say hi to that pirate? 1 ship with a battle score of 70. Very dead. Okay. Can I turn on one of these? And because it's quick and easy, can I adopt 10 people from there? Excellent. We have 1 free person. Cool. I also have uni finally. So can I? Oh, actually, I have uni finally. Oh, I want to turn this on, but I don't have enough people. You no people to adopt. Well, that didn't work. You need more stuff dropped off. Okay. Yeah, I want to run that faster. I guess we're gonna have to turn you back on and give it a couple of months. All right. Have 70 houses, which is fine, and you are still really, really flat out because I have more diggy boys. Okay. You, I want you to do coal, and I want you. You can go do coal. You can just go do coal. All right, ship is in battle. How does this run? It runs with fire out rangium, so I fire more shots before it even gets in range because I do 15 meters and he only does 13 meters. Yep, they're very short range guns. Question nothing. All right, so we have won the battle and we found a sulfur mine. Okay, I didn't really want a sulfur mine, but you had cargo for that, didn't we? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna come home. And we're going to have to go out and do more adventures in the future. And I definitely want this truck start. We'll replace 2, 1 in progress. And then we're going to do the trucks, which is going to do 5 trucks. Okay. After 5 trucks, I'm going to do another 5 trucks. Because this is getting really bad. Being at extremely busy, unless it's very controlled, but for a long period of time, can be very bad long term. Right. You're my... not my dirt guy. Okay. You're my coal, you're my coal, you're my coal, you're my dirt. You are going to be coal. And then the new guy who's coming back, you are going to be the rock guy. And hopefully you don't overdo it because, yeah, bigger diggy boys need normally the next size of sorter, but I don't really want to build that one yet. It's expensive as hell. All right, so mechanical components, definitely working. Maintenance, definitely under control. Electronics over here, under control. You can be upgraded, sure. I need more outpost wood storage. Yep. Let's put another one on there. Oop. Oh, I didn't copy the settings. I'm going to copy the settings from there, and I need to turn you off. And I need to turn you off as well. Cool. Alright, I have plenty of wood storage, and you don't have diesel. You have an export on you, priority 11, but there's just too many jobs. Alright, so I do need to get you built, so let's resume construction and pause you. And I also need Mr. Shippy can do. Oh, have no parts. This is a priority 10. I'll do it. Okay, can I? Okay, you've got an empty of 2, which means these things should get kicked out. I do need to set you to accept materials. And the other one was cement, which I need you also accept materials. Water. You're going to want 12. You're going to want 12. That's 24. You want another 6 and 6. That's another 12. That's 36. And this water pipe's only 60. So I need to come to this point and upgrade you, upgrade you, upgrade you, and upgrade you. And then at this point, I have 60 going that way. That should be fine. There should be enough water in here to keep everybody hopefully working. We're still very full, which is good to see. Hopefully, if I get these done, yep, then at this T intersection, I should have enough water going to both directions. That acid and steel don't complain, but they have no water because that doesn't help me at all. All right, and until this box is full, it is, and until this box is full, okay, we're making 48. You're consuming 16, and that's it. Yes, you should fill up reasonably quickly. Yeah, because you make your own, except you need steel, and you don't have any steel. Well, you have enough. Nope, I take that back. You don't have enough. Okay, but I do have vehicle parts here, don't I? No, they've already been exported and dumped in there. Just what I dumped in one of these. Yeah, because you have import on, which is what I want. I do want to have vehicle parts come down here. But it hasn't slowed down that building process. I do need to, well, steel. We have steel here. I can run that around the outside. Yeah, I'm not keen to do that just yet. But I am keen on taking you at height number 4, which is what you're at, running you in a straight line, and then hoping not to jam it into anything. Can I put you here? Can I grab this lift? I put the lift here. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, can I put that at ground level? Excellent. And then I can do that as well. Okay. So with that and that done, I can build you, and we should go look at glass. Glass is still okay. We're going to set an alert. Notify me if less than 75%, i.e. you're not full. Greater than 75%. Oh, the other way around. That one. Less than 75%. Cool. If you're less than 75%, which you are, I want to get this guy built. But I also need to get my broken glass into left side. So we're going to put this over the top, like that. And can I get this built, this built, this built, you built, your slag output built, and that should be your input, and then that should be your input. Okay, can I get that done, that done, that done, that done, and that done, that little pipe done. Yep, that's gonna be fine. You are a little bit different. No, actually, yes, 36 broken glass. So because broken glass is over 30, I need to upgrade this belt to 200 early, because I need to make sure I can have 60 at this point, being 60 going this way for broken glass and going that way. Yep, a little bit frustrating, but it is what it is. Can I get that has been done, that's been done, and that's been done. All right, so that should have twice the mesh of glass being produced, which should go in here. Like I said, I don't need it yet, but I prefer to have it before I get a warning that says glass is very, very empty. All right, we have an exterior housing, which is great and not great at the same time. Okay, I'm gonna pause the game, unpause this house. Great, you're now unpaused, and people can move in there. I'm gonna pause you. Everybody's gonna teleport from this house to this house. Is the best way I like moving around my people, with teleportation. Actually, it's probably the wrong house. Yeah, that is the wrong house. Can I unpause that one and pause that one again? Yep. Okay. So this one is now not, well, has nobody in it, which means I get to destroy it. Okay, so we're going to remove that one. And now it's been removed, we have housing services. I want to have that one. Cool. I want to have the square with the fountain, but I don't have any construction parts. One! And that's because that filter got dropped. Okay, can I crank that back up? You're still fine. You're actually getting cool, which is great to see. And yeah, production is roaring along. So, if I want to expand production, you make 24. You guys consume 24 each. You need paper and glass. I make 12 paper, so I can power this one up if I go and build this build. Well, technically an assembly 3 version, but yes, I can power you up if I built you, which then means that I need to have even more mechanical components, which could be a problem, and I need to have more glass, which we've already fixed. I have more paper, which does mean I need a U running as well. Yeah, we're gonna wait till the trucks are not flat out. Okay, so you, can I unpause you? Can I? Oh, we have enough. Cool. I'm just gonna click the button because I currently have uni. I also have 12 workers, which is still not enough. Can I go to you and adopt 10? Great. I'm going to go oil, and I'm going to crank you up one. Okay. All right. I have 4 workers free. Excellent. All right. Come on. Build. Build. You're important. I want you done. I have construction parts too. Cool. Because that's the next project. Come on. It takes so long to build these things. All right. We now have a fountain. Okay. The important thing about the fountain is I'm going to have sediment quality 0.65 because not all the houses are surrounded by a decoration, but this block is. This guy's not, and well, obviously these guys are not, but we're going to be building you and you and you. We're just going to build them. We're also going to get this pipe out of the way by moving this farm to... Actually, can I just copy this farm and put it right here? Yep. And then I want to have the U-shaped belt go into... nope, not that port. Yeah, that port. And I want to have the flat belt is going to come out and up to here, and then over to here. Here, thank you. And if I can get both of those done, and the water pipe needs to come out. Yep. And you need to come to here, and then from there to there. Great. If I can get that done, and that done, I can get rid of this. So we're going to have you, what are we doing? Potatoes and veggies. Right. You next harvest 38 in 1 month. Great. You just got harvested, and I want to get rid of that farm. Cool. Farm goes away, pipe goes away, and I can now extend my housing to here and here, which is a future problem. And I can also pause the game, pause this house, unpause that house, and that'll teleport everybody there. And then I want to delete this house. Yep. And we're going to be putting in another decoration. Being, nope, that one I want to put in a square dark. Dark, square gone. Let's go with a square light. No, let's go for the dark one. Okay, alright, we're going to put in one of those, and we're going to build you as well. With those two done, it actually means that I get one whole uni from just having 2 decorations, which were nothing but construction parts 1 and concrete, which I can definitely live with. Also, I need to move the other farm. The other farm needs to go right about here, but there may be an oil pipe in the way, and I sort of need the oil pipe. We might have a floating oil pipe by the next episode, but if I get that one moved, I can expand the town out further. I can also get rid of this pipe. We can put town under that as well, but that's all going to have to wait for a future episode because we've got a whole bunch of research done in the background, which means that maybe we're at the point where I have lots of refugees. Can I turn you off again before I forget? Oh, and you're meant to go visit. No, you're in for repairs still. Can I change this to a 3-5? Yep. And it's sort of important to get fixed. Yep. And that of course requires iron, which I have none of. Not until the steel backs up, which it's not doing a very good job of. Waiting for products. Oh. Oh, we're not going to have iron through here. Oh. Okay, that I didn't expect. Because they're all full. They're all full of pure iron. Which is going here, which then doesn't flow that way. Yeah, it does flow to there, but it doesn't flow this way. Okay. Yep, that's the solution. Reconnect that belt. And go. Right, so that should solve that problem. That should get iron running faster, well, steel running faster. Therefore, I should get iron coming out of these guys, going over here, and also repairing Mr. Shippy. But what I need to do is, I need to leave this video here. We also have an extra glass smelter up and running. So this is slowly filling back up. I do probably need to upgrade copper as well, just to make sure it can keep up. Because yes, we are definitely rapidly expanding. And this is the point of the game I want to get to. I want to get to, well, power sorted, maintenance sorted, production sorted, bigger vehicles, and then we can make a beeline for more important research, you know, like, well, rockets. And rockets. And as we get out of our starting basin, we can get into trains. But those are going to be waiting for future episodes. All I need to say for right now is, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you in the very next video. Bye.